Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. And welcome to my review of this week's Ring of Honor show. And this week episode was a very good episode. You can certainly watch this episode. Two matches, both matches were great, and we are at the ending of the survival of the fittest qualifying match. And next week we are gonna crown the new Ring of Honor World Title contender, World Championship contender, #1 contenders, and the six competitors will be facing off each other. And very excited for next week's Ring of Honor episode. And I'm very excited for Ring of Honor Best in the World, and it's happening on July 11th. And please do take that note, because we have some very good matches that's been confirmed here. So I'll be getting into that, but before we get into the Ring of Honors this week's show, I would be having another match that we had last week on Ring of Honor Week by Week, because actually the Ring of Honor Week by Week comes about after Ring of Honor episode comes out, and it comes after few hours, after many few hours. So that's why I actually does hit after 1 week. So I had actually said that in last week and previous week reviews as well. So I'd be looking out this match which happened, Chris Dickinson versus O'Shea Edwards. And you should see this you should see this match certainly, because this is one of the best match uh, of the one of the best my favorite matches of Ring of Honor survival of the fittest qualifying matches. I have three matches that I have liked, and please do take note of this: Brian Johnson versus Sledge, and this happened last week at Ring of Honor Week by Week. And then we have Dickinson versus O'Shea Edwards, which I will be discussing upon. And then another matchup was this week's Bandido versus Bateman, and these three matches were very good, very good till now. And till now, let's see another matchup is also there, this Ring of Honor Week by Week, where Dan Hudson would be facing Red Titus. And would be interesting to see how they would be mixing the style, because Dan Hudson is a kind of evil character, and while Red Titus is more of a technical and a very strong, stiff striker, and a very tough brawler, and one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion. And very excited to see that match as well. I will be doing that review next week. Danielson versus Red Titus match I will be doing next week. And as usual, so getting into Chris Dickinson versus O'Shea Edwards, this match was a very good match. Chris Dickinson, in the early going, was, as usual, he was going for the body limbs, and his quickness, and his technical mastery that he has, so that was being displayed, where O'Shea Edwards was a power guy and a strength guy, and he was trying to eliminate Chris Dickinson with his power moves, especially with his suplexes and body slams, and power moves that you see, hard close line, and hard stiff strikes, and that we see. So Chris Dickinson wasn't able to match up with O'Shea Edwards at the initial points. So very a simple story: O'Shea Edwards trying to control Chris Dickinson, and Chris Dickinson coming back with his flurry of strikes, and his and targeting O'Shea Edwards' knees. And O'Shea Edwards' overconfidence was also being displayed, that who the hell are you, he was talking about. And the drama was very good in this match, that you can look about. And the selling and the story, the psychology that they told, match psychology especially, that's a word, and was very good. And I loved this match each and every moment. This was fast paced. The selling was in a bit of in a backside, but still I would say this was a very good match, one of the best match of this Ring of Honor survival of the fittest qualifying matches. So sure, check out this match. And now we get into the and so I didn't say that who picked up the victory. Chris Dickinson actually beat O'Shea Edwards, and Chris Dickinson picked up the victory by submission, by STF submission, because he actually targeted, as I said, the limb and that leg actually, and the knee, and he actually damaged his knee to the point that he wasn't able to reach out to the rope because he was in the middle of the ring. And O'Shea Edwards tapped out on Chris Dickinson, and Chris Dickinson qualifies into the survival of the fittest match, six-person match. And now we get into the this week's show, and this week we had as I said, first match was Bateman versus Bandido, and this was a mixed style kind of match where Bandido is a very luchador and is a very fast and quick wrestler, whereas Bateman is powerful. And both of them had a pre-match promo, and that was very good. All the pre-match promos that was there in this show was very great to listen, and had very emphasis on the matches that's gonna come, and that was very well done by Ring of Honor guys. And uh, can't 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 say can't is to say that I can't lose to say that, because they are very good in that. So Bandido actually explains the steps to his success, and he will show why the Mexican people support him. And Bateman, while he tells it's all about how bad you want it, and his styles make fights, and they are polar opposites, he says. And he also says that he's doing it for Vincent, and he's doing it for Vincent, and when he bring the Ring of Honor World Champion, he would give it to Vincent, and create the honor for his group. And we get into the match. This was a very good match, Bateman versus, where Bateman actually uses his as he said in the promo, the tip of the forearm, and he was striking, and his power moves where, and Bandido was using his fast quick moves like jumping over the ropes, Hurricane Rana, and all drop kicks and all, and quick transitions and all. That was good. And Bateman was in the early advantage, and Bandido's movements was kind of a cat. He was quick as a cat, and Bateman with a big chop as well. At a point, and Bandido with a boot in the corner and a twisting splash, and Bateman gets drop kicked outside. And so fast maneuvers were being displayed by Bandido, and that was very good to see. No selling right there, but as we expect that Bandido doesn't, because luchador wrestlers doesn't actually sell that much, but still it was a fun, exciting matchup, you could see. And certainly a very simple storyline. I would prefer the O'Shea Edwards Chris Dickinson match to an extent than this match. This match was also good, but the selling wasn't that good as the O'Shea Edwards Chris Dickinson. And we get to Bateman with a cutter, and Bandido barely kicks out. And in the last we saw actually rolling vertical suplex by Bateman, and Bandido actually fights back and have a crucifix bomb. And Bateman then rakes Bandido's eyes and hits a knee strike to the middle rope. And Bateman goes for a tombstone, and Bandido powers Bateman over onto his head, and that was good. While he was going for the tombstone, and he just slips into Hurricane Rana type of maneuver, driving his head into the mat, and that stunned him. And that sets Bateman up for the 21 plex that he actually rolls upon onto the over the rope, and just hits that suplex, German suplex, and gets a 3 count. It was very surprising that Bateman didn't get the victory, because as of very many few weeks, we are seeing that this momentum is very high. So Bandido got the victory here. So very good match, I would say. Fast paced, exciting match. I like this match. And then we get to Bateman actually was lying down in the ring, and Vincent actually appears. And as we know, he's in the group of righteous of Ring of Honor. And Vincent had a moment where he said that he realizes what's important to him, and he finally says, but that is a Ring of Honor championship. And Bateman failed him, and I was sure what it's going to be, because all three were surrounding him. And he says in the last death is the greatest form of love, and I was sure his. And Vita actually attacked. So Vita Store, the group's member, Vita Von Star, actually attacks flurry of forearms, and then actually a big boss man slam by Dutch, and then Vita Von Star actually cuddles him. So very very different kind of thing that you punish him and you just cuddling him then. And this was the match, and nice post match thing that we got. And then we get to the next segment, and Dan Hussein versus Red Titus promo. And Dan Hussein says he's very nice, and he hasn't been raking up the victory since last week, since many weeks now. But he's turning to be he's turning to evil, and he's ready for the survival of the fittest match. And Red Titus actually says that he has been chosen to represent the foundation in the survival of the fittest, and he's made the finals before as well, and he's never won it, and he's never held singles gold in Ring of Honor. He's one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. So kind of a accomplishment kind of promo. And this is a fast way to Rouge, he says. And Red finds Dinosaur very entertaining, but isn't going to take things easy on him, and he concludes by that promo. And after that we saw flashback to the May 8th episode of Ring of Honor TV show, where Briscoes actually lost to Flip Gordon and EC3. Prior to that we saw Mark and Jay Briscoe facing, where Mark actually picked up the victory, I think so. And we get to the promo where Jay Briscoe actually blames Mark Briscoe, and they were the reason why they lost to EC3 and Flip Gordon. And Papa Briscoe comes up and shouts him down and says that this is you're not ending this. This is going to end old school way, and it's going to be a fight on the farm. So fight on the farm in 2 weeks. Could be interesting to see how it could be kind of a Hardy compound match. That would be don't know how it would be. So let's see how Ring of Honor actually does that. So that's the segment. And then we get to the main event, which was the Ring of Honor World Television Championship, and this triple threat match. And the story of this match is that Dragon Lee actually was injured, and he actually relinquished the title, I think so. And Kenny King actually won. Kenny King actually won the championship, and then Dragon Lee didn't get the opportunity, when Kenny King actually lost the championship to I think so it was Tony Deppen, I think so. Yeah, Tony Deppen. So this was a very good match, where Tracy Williams and Tony Deppen actually all began with, and Dragon Lee actually rolls outside to the ring. And he was a very he was very sharp at this to catch the moment, and to have that moment to sneak up the victory. The Dragon Lee strategy was whole about that. And in the end 10 minutes or so, we could see Dragon Lee involving in the match much more. But in the initial moments of the match, we saw Dragon Lee actually getting the sneak up moves and sneak up kind of roll up victory that he was going to with the Tracy Williams. And that was good Deppen. And Tracy Williams had many very good transitions, and this was a fast-paced match. Actually, we also had a tope suicida by Lee, Dragon Lee, and Williams and Deppen suplex him on the outside, and that was good kind of joining together to take out Dragon Lee, and the more experienced wrestler and more fast and quick wrestler. And and we also had the shotgun drop kick onto the corner for both Deppen and Williams, reminiscent to the Rouge, the world champion. And back from we go to the commercial, and Williams and Deppen actually get into the ring, and then we saw some Lee kicking out Williams out of the apron, hitting the dive, single stop to the chest, and Lee has both men in corners, hits drop kicks to both, and near falls. We get a lot of near falls, and lots of forearms to each other, and Deppen going to break it up, while Williams was going was going to the pin, going on the pin for Lee with the DVD, and Death Valley Driver. And Deppen follows Williams up top, which leads to a DDT on the turnbuckle. It's a signature mode, and all three men down after some shots. And we again go to the commercial, and German suplex for everybody as we return, and that was a cool moment. And then it culminates in a double German suplex. William gets the advantage and cover for Lee. So in the end, we saw William goes for the pile driver, and Dragon Lee actually backs him up and stumbles into the corner, and doesn't see Lee with the blow on Williams. And Deppen actually knocks Lee out of the way and rolls up Williams and get the 3 count. This was the ending, and Tony Deppen actually got the victory. So very good good main event, I would say, exciting main event. So as expected, selling was not that good, but still this was a good main event. A lot of exciting moments, fun moments, entertaining match. In that aspect, I would say wrestling was good as well. I mean, Dragon Lee sneaking kind of, that was good, and Tony Deppen and Tracy Williams fiery start, and having their Violence Unlimited versus the Foundation storyline, that was also good. So Lee then Dragon Lee actually applauds Deppen, and then the post match, and then we actually saw Williams getting pinned, puts him in the catbird seat for title contention, and Deppen's group comes out to celebrate in the ring, while Williams' group congratulates on the four, and Lee groups appear on the ramp, and Dragon Lee goes to the announce booth while Kenny King sings about how Foundation is falling down, and King says his worries about who's the smartest. Even if you don't win, don't get pinned. William tumbles down the rankings, and Dragon Lee is now the number one contender. King demands a title shot for Dragon Lee at best in the world, and this is going to be said. So what happened is Dragon Lee actually didn't break when Lee actually rolled up Williams, and because he doesn't want to be dragged down to the rankings. So now Williams actually is out of the ranking now. Dragon Lee is in the top of the rankings. So certainly he's in the number one contendership now. So he would be challenging Dragon Lee at the best in the world for title shot, and number one contender at the best in the world. So good matchup setup. So they are building up. They build up the match card, and some some good heel turn and all, and that we see some drama and fun episode. I would say good fun episode. Good wrestling, exciting hour of wrestling, certainly. And next week we're gonna see is Matt Taven versus Dutch, and this is the final survival of the fittest qualifying match, and we are gonna get the survival of the fittest finals next week. Apart from this, we also have Ring of Honor week by week. Danhausen versus Red Titus, which is gonna be late this day. Late today, which I will be discussing next week, and so check out that. And I hope you like this review, and this was a good episode. You could watch it through. So I hope you like this video. Please make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel and for more wrestling content like this. So we have the some match confirmed for Ring of Honor Best in the World, which is on July 11th, and one of the matches Kenny King versus Tony Deppen, and I think so this is going to be one of the match. And next match we are going to see is Josh Woods versus Silas Singh, and this is the last man standing match. And then we have Brody King versus Jay Lethal, so that as well. And then we have EC3 versus Flip Gordon. So their story is also continuing, and a good pay-per-view I consider, and Ring of Honor is coming back. All wrestling promotions coming back finally, and I'm very excited to see all the promotions, especially WWE, coming back to the business. It is a top dog, and let's see how it all pan out in the wrestling world right now. So please make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. As I always, please check out my other contents, and I hope you liked it. And if you like it, please do subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one, guys. Peace.